In this video, I'm going to set up my pedal board. So these are the pedals I'm going to use. We'll go over those in a little bit. Have a Pedaltrain Classic 2. It's 24 inches long, about 12.5 inches wide. I'll be powering it with these One Spot Pros. This is a CS12 and a CS7. Let's begin. So both of these power supplies come with brackets to mount the power supply to your board. And the brackets are marked. This one has an L on it for left, and this one has an R on it for right. The power supplies also come with the cable to power it, and they come with these to run from the power supply to your pedals. And they come with these screws. Let's get this pedal board over here. So the idea is that your power supplies will fit to where this is going to be accessible through this gap. This is where you plug this into, and then plug that into the wall. And then these cables will come out of here and power your pedals. So in the screws that they give you, with these black ones you mount the brick to the brackets, and then with these silver ones you mount the brackets to the board. So I'm going to mount the brackets to the power brick first. So these power supplies have these little holes for the screws to go in. You just line this up with the holes. So I'll put these on backwards. Let's switch them. Got to do that all over again. I have the R on the left side and the L on the right side. This is what happens when you DIY. Okay, so hopefully I have these switched to the correct sides now. So when I'm ready, I'll take these metal silver screws and I'll put them in these holes. And this is going to have to sit at an angle for it to work in order to have access to your power through this gap right here. And now I'm going to mount the brackets to this one. They'll be the same as this one. This one's just longer. It has more inputs. Hopefully I'll get the left and right sides correct on this one the first time. Okay, so I put them on correctly the first time with this one. Same thing, this one will sit at an angle as well, both of them will. Okay, now I'm going to mount these to the board itself. And in the little pamphlet, the instruction manual says there is no need to pre-drill the holes for the screws if you are using a powered screwdriver. Hopefully that's enough power. Oh, and in there it said that these are called machine screws. So I'm going to use the machine screws for that. I want to place these where there's a gap in the middle and a small gap on each side. So I couldn't fit my drill in here, so I'm trying to do it with elbow grease, people. So yeah, I'm gonna have to drill pilot holes for this. Okay, I had to work my way up to a 7/64 hole, and that seems to be the money. Everything looks good, and like I said, I'll say it once again, drill your pilot holes with a 7/64 bit. Now it's time to install the other power brick. Okay, so now I have them both on. I'll be able to get the power to them. And then I also have access to run these cables from my bricks to my pedals. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to put the pedal board tape on. I'm going to put the soft side on the board and the hook side on my pedals. So now I have all the soft velcro on here. I have this much left over, and what I can do, I'm not going to do it right now, but in the future if I want, I can cut it in half or cut a strip off kind of long ways like this, and I can put it on these exposed parts, and there's enough to do that on each side. And I might do that in the future, but for now I don't feel the need to do that yet. Now I'm going to place the hook side on the back of the pedals and get my pedals on the board. Okay, so as you can see, I have all my pedals on here. I'm happy with how all of them fit mostly, not necessarily this one. This has these feet on it. I guess I need to put velcro on these feet, but that's not going to work out that well because I tried that with this MXR. It's there, but it could easily come off, and whenever I pull it off, it left a piece of velcro there. Still, it's better than this because if I go to tap on this, see how it rocks back and forth? If your pedals have feet, putting the velcro on these feet is better than just doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the velcro on these feet as well and just deal with that for the time being until I can come up with a better alternative, because I can still press this and it doesn't rock back and forth, but it's not on there that securely. All the rest are. I mean, they have some give, but I feel like all the other ones are pretty safe. So now I just need to connect them all together and then connect them to the power, and let's see how it goes. So after putting all the hook-sided Velcro on my pedals, I have about this much of the roll left over. I'd say it's half or more. I just want to let you know that. Now I'm going to run the power to my pedals. All of my pedals are 9 volt, except for this one, it's an 18 volt, which is okay because I have 18 volt inputs on my power bricks on those One Spot Pros. So I'm going to connect all those now. These come in a variety of colors. Okay, so I have all of them connected to the power supplies. I need to tidy it all up because these cords are kind of going crazy right now, so I need to tidy all that up. There, I need to tie these up and bundle them together on bottom too. I'm really impressed with it. Look, it's holding, I'm holding it upside down, and it's holding all my pedals still. They're still sticking on. And I'll go ahead and go through my signal chain with you. So I'm going to have my guitar running to my tuner, then my tuner to my EQ to my wah to a boost pedal, and then I have another boost pedal right after that. And then I'm going to jump from my boost pedal up to this fuzz pedal, and to do that I'm going to have to cut a custom length cable. So I'm going to jump from this boost to this fuzz pedal, and then from this fuzz to this overdrive pedal or distortion pedal, and then from this distortion pedal to the chorus, from the chorus to the reverb, reverb to delay, delay down to looper, looper back up to my A/B switch. So I'm going to have to cut a custom length cable from here to here, that's 1, and then from here to here, that's 2, and then from here back up to here, that's 3. I'm going to have to cut 3 custom length cables for that. I bought this off of Amazon to do that, so let's get to doing this next, and I'll tidy up these cables a little bit too. So this is what I have to cut my custom length cables. It's called Lava Cable. It says standard series up here. I ordered this off of Amazon. I have 10 feet of it. There are instructions on the back how to use it. So the first cable I need to run is from this pedal to this pedal. It came with this little jig for stripping the insulating material off. Fancy. Well, this is what it looks like when I get it stripped down. I take this piece, push it in. It says push in and twist it a half turn. And then take this piece and finish the job. I hope that's a solid connection. I won't know for sure until I get it all connected. But let's give it a go for now. Now the next one is to run from here to here. And I'm cutting quite a bit extra off of each one just to be sure I have enough length. Since I only have 3 cables, I can afford to play it safe. So those were solder free, and if I did them correctly, everything should work. So if this setup does not work, it's probably because I did that wrong. I did these custom cut cables wrong somehow. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully it will all work. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so I tried testing out my pedal board. I was getting no signal. I messed around with these, took them apart and tried to mess with it, look at the instructions that came on the package. Still nothing. Finally, I found a YouTube video of a guy who gave really concise, clear instructions on how to actually put these together, and I'll show you how I did that. I will link his video in the description below, and here I'll just show you real fast what I was doing wrong and how to correctly do it. I have successfully done one of the 3 cables. It works, so hopefully the next 2 will work based on the instructions I got on that video. So this is what not to do. Yeah, I have a total mess right here. Total mess. And I can salvage this without doing much. First off, I'm going to take these ends here and kind of just braid them all together. Oh, these are breaking apart, so I am going to have to redo this. I'm just going to start this from scratch. I'm going to cut the whole thing right about here. And I'm going to take this stripper and just strip the outermost layer off. Sorry if the lighting's bad. I don't have a good lighting setup right here right now. And I'll link that other guy's video in the description. He does a better job than I'm about to do in explaining how to do this. But I'm just going to take the outermost layer off. And I did not successfully do that. Look how easy. I went straight to the core. I stripped off everything except for the core. So now I got to do this again. Good thing I cut more than enough length on all my wires. Okay, that was a success. Now I'll take all these random little wires right here. Can you see those? Take all of these and twist them. Just going to twist these, and then I'll pull them down like this. Got a few stragglers. Okay. Okay, so I have that relatively neat and tidy. And then this next black layer, they were saying that this is actually conductive material, and you got to strip it down too to where you just have the white wire showing next. So I have that material stripped away. Oh, one little piece. This little part sticking out is kind of long. I'm going to trim that up just a hair. Now I'm going to fold it down. And I'm going to straighten the inner core. And I'm going to cut it off to where there's just not much hardly at all sticking out. Can you see that? So there's the before of it. I'm going to leave about, I left about that much sticking out, if you can see. Now, when you take this, try and, if this got bent at all, get it as straight as you can. Now, take this piece, push it in, give it a snug little push. Okay, that's as far as I can push. And now just lightly push forward and twist, righty-tighty. And after you do that a little bit, when you pull just a little, it does not come apart. That means you have a good connection. And now, put this piece on. So this end should be good now. I have to do this end and then 2 ends on the final cable, and hopefully it all works then. We'll see if it does. All right, I finally got everything working. I have signal. I'm just gonna give you a quick run through. I'm just playing through my Yamaha THR because it's nighttime and I don't want to blow my neighbor's ears out or anyone else in the house, any of their ears out. I'm gonna be playing through my Les Paul. And yeah, let's get a quick run through, see how everything's working. I think you can see everything from that angle. So let me turn this on. I'm just running the 1 amp right now. So here's my straight signal with no effects. Oh wait, reverb's on. No effects. Okay, so tuner. I tuned earlier. I thought I did. There we go. The E's in tune now. That works. So let's play a D chord. Get the EQ. Let's try the wall out. That works. Friedman Golden Pearl works. Ooh, let's get the volume up a bit. Sparkle boost works. Let's try the Ditto looper. The Ditto looper works. Try this big muff. Clean. Ooh, that's aggressive. It works. Golden Pearl. Or no, Golden Plexi now, the TC Electronic Golden Plexi. That works. Try the chorus. Well, that works. I need to work on my settings on it. Reverb pedal next. Let's hear it with reverb. Alright, reverb pedal works. Let's get the delay. So without delay, with delay. Delay works. Okay, I'm gonna have a blast with this. So there we have it. I finally got my pedal board built. Very happy about it. I'll do a follow-up video kind of explaining my pedal board placement, why I place the pedals where I place them, the order, just sort of my philosophy in general. I'm also going to do a follow-up video to my Warmoth guitar build, the one that was inspired by the Friedman Vintage C. I've had a chance to play it for a few weeks, so I'd like to let any viewers know how I'm liking it now. It's all positive, I still like it, but I just want to do a follow-up video. And if you're interested in seeing any of those, maybe click the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thanks, check y'all later.